Hello everyone. So today we are going to see control structures in PL/SQL. So it is used to control the flow of the program. So there are three types of control structure. First one is conditional control structure. Second one is branching. Third one is iteration. So in this video we are going to see conditional control structures. So first one is simple if. What is this? So it contains only true blocks. So the syntax is if condition then execute this statement and end of this if. This is the syntax. Now we will check we will see the one of the examples, check whether the number is even or not. So this is our program. Let me explain this. What is this? So first one is declaration block. So here we are declaring what? Variable a. Then this is execution block started. So begin. Here we are taking the value from the user. Now this is a comment, check whether it is even or not. If it is even, we are printing even, otherwise we will not print anything. So this is simple if. So if here we are using mod, what will do? A modulo 2 equal to 0, check whether the a modulo 2 equal to 0. So if a modulo 2 equal to 0, that means that is a even number, then this block will be executed and end of the if a modulo 2 is not equal to 0, then this if block will not execute and end of the program. So now let us execute this. So enter the value of a. If we take 12, then it is printing a is a even number, because 12 modulo 2 is equal to 0, then if block will be executed, and in that case a is even number will be printed. If we take odd number, so it will not print anything. Here we can see it is not printing anything. So this is a simple program for simple if. Now next is if else. So what will happen? If condition, if the condition is true, then if block will be executed, otherwise else block will be executed. So let us see example, check whether the program, whether the given number is even or odd. So let me clear this and paste here. Now here what we are doing, this is a declaration block. Here we are taking the variable a whose data type is number, then execution block started. Here we are taking the value from user, and this is a comment, and first is if block. If a modulo 2 is equal to 0, that means it is even number, then in that case we will print a is even number, otherwise else block will be executed. So in that case a is odd number will be printed, then end of this if and end slash. So let us execute this, and here it is asking for value a. So if we give 12, then 12 is a number, even number, because what will happen, a is stored in this variable a, then it will check a mod 2 is equal to 0, yes, right, then a is even, and it will go to end and end of the program. Now let us take slash, it is executing 13, and here we go, a is odd number is given. Here what is happening, in the a 13 is stored, so it will check if a modulo 2 is equal to 0, it is not true, so else block will be executed, a is odd number, then end of the program. So this is a way we can use if else. This is done. Now third one is nested if. So what is nested if? So if within a if is called as nested if. So what is the syntax? If, then within if, this is also if, then if this condition is true, then it will be executed, otherwise it will be executed, then end of if. Now for this if, this will be the else. So in this else we will write if else and end of if. Now let us see one of the example. So let me copy this example, go here, paste here. Now explain me. So first one is declaration block, and we are defining here variable. Now begin, this is execution block startup, and now here we are writing a logic to check whether the number is even or odd, and along with the even or odd we are also checking whether the number is greater than 20 or less than 20. So for that, in the execution block we are taking the number from the user. Now make sure that this is if, so the ending of this if, where is this if is ending here, and this internal is ending here. Also in this else block, this nested if ending here. So this is done. So whatever a is given, it will store in this, and this we have seen mod a comma 2. If let's take a is 10, if a is 10, then what will happen? This if block will be executed. Then again the condition it will check whether a is less than 20. Yes, right. Then in that case a is even and less than 20 will be printed, and it will go to end if, and it will come to end and end of the program, right? Then this is for a equal to 10. Now if the value of a will be 21, so in that case what will happen? A equal to 21, so if block will not execute because 21 modulo 2 is not equal to 0, so this if block will be not executed. This will not executed. So what happened? This else block will be executed. So in this else block also we are checking whether a is greater than 20 or less than 20. So if a is less than 20, is 20 is less than 20? No. So this if block also not executed, then else block will be executed, and a is odd and greater than 20 will be printed and end of the program. So let us execute this program, and a, let us give if a value is 21. Here we are going to see a is odd and greater than 20. So what happened? 21 will be stored. If block not executed, then it will go to else. In that else, if block will not executed, this else block will be executed and end of the program. Now let me execute this, and if we take here a 10, and here we are a is even and less than 20. So what will happen? A is 10 is stored here. Then check whether it is even or odd. So if block will be executed. 10 is less than 20, so a is even and less than 20, so end of the program. So this is a way we can use what? Nested if. So this is for nested if, and we have we done this. Now next one is what? If else ladder. In that case, in the if else ladder, what will happen? First is if, then if the condition is true, in that case this statement will be executed. Then next one is else if, and make sure that this else if is not like what in the C or Java or C++ we have done else if, but it is not else if, it is like ELS and if. So this E will be not there, so make sure that this else if we have to use, not this. So else if, here we'll also write condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute and end, and at the end this else will be executed if any one of the above is not executed. So let's see example. Check whether the given number is positive, negative or equal to 0. So let's go to SQL prompt, clear the screen. Now what will happen here? Let us see. If else ladder we are going to see example. So first one is declaration block. We will take a number from here. So if the number is, let's take 10, then what will happen? If block will be check, is 10 is greater than 0, right? Then a is positive number will be printed, and it will go to what? End of the if. So end of the program. This is for a equal to 10. Now if we take a as minus 10, so in that case what will happen? It will check a is greater than 0, no, then else if, and make sure that it is ELSEIF. So this is very important. In the C, Java and C++ we take else if, but here ELSIF is there, so make sure that you will write here ELSIF. Now minus 10 is greater smaller than 0. In that case this will be printed and end of the program. Now if a is equal to 0, so what will happen? If block will be checked, is a is greater than 0, no, then else if will be checked, is smaller than 0, no, then at the end if these two are not executing, so in that case this else will be executed and a is equal to 0 will be printed and end of the program. So let us go here, and if we take here 10, so his positive number is printing here. Now if we execute again, and if we take here a -10, and here we can see a is negative is printing, and again if we execute and we take a 0, so in that case what will happen, a is equal to 0. So this is example of what if else ladder. So this is the fourth one and last one. So we have seen if else ladder, then next nested if, then second if else, and first one is simple if. So in the control structure we have seen the conditional control structure. In the next video we are going to see branching control structure, and in the next video we will also see iteration control structure.